So when we talk about the curve fitting concepts, this concept is a very important, and many of non-statistician person are failed to apply this particular curve fitting concepts. Why? Because they may think about that data is actually follow regression analysis. Data is basically it's a straight line. They always think of they never fit the data. They never fit the data. They say this is my variable, and based on the variable they can directly fit the linear regression. But that is wrong. This is the wrong technique. This is the wrong technique. We must see first when you do the plotting of the data, and if you observe that data is not a straight line. Data is not a straight line. That means it can be curvilinear of this type, or it can be curvilinear of this type, or it can be exponential, or it can be the quadratic form, okay, and so on and so on. So in that case, one may go for curve fitting concepts, and in that we have the form of either I can use quadratic curve, power curve, exponential curve, or logarithmic. Okay, so these curves can be used, and assuming that the concept is simple, let y be the dependent variable. That is all we have right now. We are looking at, and x be independent variable. But assuming that paired observation on the variable variables x and y are available. Okay. Make sure that you are putting this condition on that. And fitting a curve is to obtain the values of constant involved in the equation by, see, again I am mentioning, you can understand, method of least square. Using the equation with known constant, constants, we can estimate of the dependent variable y can be obtained for a given value of x. So you can use that value. You can use that value of a dependent variable and try to obtain the independent variable, or you can say the value of x. So the procedure and method and all steps are same. Procedure, method, all steps are same. We need to be just understand. When we need to do the transformation. Okay, if data doesn't fits, then how we do it? Okay, let's see. Let's do it. The first method. Usually, we'll start fitting the quadratic, or you can call second degree polynomial. That is also curve, right? Second degree polynomial curve. So what is the procedure? What is the steps? How we write a second degree polynomial? I hope I am audible to all. Can everyone can hear me? Go to chat box and write down why. Okay. 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 Let's go ahead. So, what is the quadratic equation? What is the quadratic equation? So, the quadratic equation. I'll take another pen. The quadratic equation is given by, what is that? Y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. Okay. So you can understand. When I remove this cx square, it is my linear equation. This is my linear regression. When I introduce this cx square, that means your graph will be not a linear. Your graph will be maybe like this one, like this one. Okay, so it is not a actually straight line. So when it is straight line, then this term won't be there in the picture. So this is my quadratic form, and I am interested to get the value of a and b and c. Procedure is same. What I have mentioned here, I need to use method of least square. And you know the method of least square. What is the method? We need to minimize E, right? What is the E? E will be error sum of square, which can be obtained using difference of this value and their expected value, or y hat I can say. It will be summation of y minus a minus bx minus cx square, right? This minus this value, that will give us the expected value, that is the e of x square, e of summation of e square. Okay, so this is my e. Now using minimization condition, or using minimization conditions, what is the condition? We have to differentiate this e with respect to the parameter. So how many parameters we have? A, B, C. So we have to differentiate this, that is the, we can call E, with respect to A and equate with 0, what we will get? Similarly, we will differentiate with respect to b, and we will get one equation. Similarly, we will differentiate with respect to c, and we will get, equating with 0, we will get some equation. So let us differentiate with respect to a. तो क्या मिलेगा first time? 2 times summation y minus a minus bx minus cx square, right? Into again derivative of this function, which is minus 1, because others are going to be the 0, because this is the derivative of minus a, equated with 0. So if I equate with 0, and if I'm try to write in terms of y, so क्या होगा? 2 minus 1, that will goes to the left hand side, everything 0. So what is left here? If you just open the bracket, summation of y, just open the bracket, summation of y minus, if you open this bracket with constant, you know it is n with a, right? Right? Again, if you open the bracket, so minus b times summation of x, because this time variable x we have, again minus c times summation of x square, equated with 0. And this implies that we have summation of y is equal to na plus b summation of x plus c x square. We will call this one, say 1. Now you go to chat box and write down whether you understood the derivative of e with respect to a or not. If you understood, type y. If no, then write m. I want response from 35 students. It's not like I'm asking only one student. Okay, so we'll go by majority response. So if the majority response is yes, then we can go ahead, because it is the very simple derivative, very simple derivative. Okay, so let me just check that chat box. I think majority answer is yes. Okay, so 0.001% will be no. So that means just go through how we can do the derivative. It is something like x raised to n. So how to do the derivative of x raised to n? N into x raised to n minus 1. That is a 2 times this into derivative of again this function. Okay, because this is called composite function. Function contain function. That's called composite function. So we need to take the derivative of inside again. So derivative of minus a become again minus 1. But this 2 and minus 1 is a constant. Goes to the right hand side, becomes 0 only. And open the brackets. Okay, once you open the bracket, constant रहेगा और summation रहेगा तो na होता है, right? Because you are repeating that constant will be n time, and if there is variable, then directly you take summation, and then keep that summation part will be like in summation of y के term में, because we are going to the put y on x. Similarly, when you differentiate with respect to b, then what could be my expression? Try to understand. So it's going to be what? It's a 2 time again summation y minus a minus bx minus cx square, and again derivative of b. So it's going to be minus x equated with 0. Are you getting my point? So now here x is my variable, and minus and this 2 that goes to the right hand side, but again becomes 0. So you just multiply x with this each of term. So क्या मिलेगा? Summation xy is equal to a times summation of x plus b times summation x square plus c times summation x raised to 3. Please let me know whether you can understand or not, okay? Because that is the very important task. I have skipped the one step and then I just wanted to know whether you can understand or not. This is my second derivative if I take with respect to b. Similarly, I can take the derivative with respect to c. So I will be get 2 times summation y minus a minus bx minus cx square, and derivative of respect to c again become minus x square, equating with 0. So I will be get again summation. Can you look at here, x square? So to multiply each term by x square. So it is yx square is equal to a times summation x square plus b times summation x cube plus c times summation x raised to 4, and it will be the 3. Let me know whether you can understand all derivative or not. And hence equation number 1, 2 and 3 are called as normal equation, are called as normal equations. And solving these equations, solving this normal equation simultaneously we get values of a, b and c. Now let me ask you, if you have any question, then please tell me, because now this is the procedure we have to do for remaining 3 models. Okay, remaining 3 models. So if you have any question, then let me know. Let me see the chat box if you have any questions. No. Okay, let's go ahead. See, now we can solve the problem or we can go to the next method. Okay, both way we can do. So if we start solving the problem, it is taking time consuming. Let me finish first theory part, then we'll go to the problem solving. So this is the first method. Next method is the fitting, let's say fitting power. Let's go to second part. This is the second part. Fitting power curve. Power curve means what? When you have an equation like y is equal to, let's say, x square. This is the power, right? This is the power. It can be x cube also. That's called cubic curve. X raised to 6 also. Then what? Another. So in this situation, you cannot apply the quadratic. You have to apply some other method. Okay. So that's why this method name is called as power curve. So what is the power curve form? What could be their form? So the power curve form, the power curve form is y is equal to a times x raised to b. So when we have equation of a type y is equal to x raised to b, we need to fit the power curve form. Okay. So how we do this one? How we can proceed with this? Now, can I apply? Go to chat box and write down. Can I apply here method of least square? Yes or no? Just type N or Y. Can we apply method of least square in this method? Type Y if you are feeling yes. Type N if you are feeling no. Can we apply? Yes, you're not sure about that? May I audible to all? Okay, okay. So you're not sure, you can write not sure, no problem, no problem. If you feel yes, you can type yes. If you feel not sure, you can write I'm not sure, no problem. Okay, okay. So as I mentioned, I can apply method of least square only when even the data will be the quadratic form. Still I applied, okay, still I applied. So I can apply here method of least square. I can apply the method of least square to get the value of parameter a and b, provided the value of x and y are given to me. The value of x and y are given to me. I can apply the method of least square. But how? Okay. So for this case, we need to be take log both the sides. That is the very, very important. Because if you take a log, let's take a log of 2. Okay. So if you simply log base to 10, it's not natural log. If I say natural log, that means log base to e. Okay. If I say natural log, that means what? It's a log base to 10. Sorry, log base to e. If I say simple log, that means it is the simple log base to 10. So we need to take log base to 10 both the sides. So taking log both the sides. So what could be if you take log both the sides? So it will be log of y is equal to what? We know when it is multiplication, we take log of a plus b time log of x. Right or wrong? Can I write this log x raised to b is nothing but what? B time log of x, right? Yes. Now you assume this quantity will be, let's say capital Y is equal to a plus b time x, where this capital Y is equal to log of y, log of a is equal to a, and log of x is equal to capital. Or I can use some other alphabets, let's say Z or some maybe W like. Okay. So is that form of simple linear regression? Is that the form of simple linear regression? SLR? Have you studied SLR? Simple linear regression? Y is equal to a plus bx, something like that. So this is the form of SLR, and hence when you have the form of SLR, we can apply least square method and we get normal equation immediately. So I'm not writing the entire derivation which we did in the case of linear regression model, because you are already knowing about this model. Can you understand? This is the model which you have to be do it once again, entire thing. Can you understand? Can you understand? This is the entire thing. You have to do it once again, and you will be get these two equation. One will be this one, that is a 1, and second one will be this one, which is number 2. So that I'm going to be write down directly. Okay, is that fine to all? Go to chat box and write down if you are fine with all, because this is already done in your regression model. Okay, so above form is simple linear regression equation and hence by method of least squares we get normal equation. So you should know what is the normal equation. Okay, so how do you remember this normal equation? Take sum here. If you take sum, तो क्या होगा? Summation of y is equal to n capital A plus b times summation of x. Okay, and again you multiply by x in this equation, but assuming that n will be not there. Okay, multiply by x and then take summation. So capital X y is equal to summation A plus b times summation x. So these two are called as normal equation. And solving this normal equation, you may get the value of a and b. But which a and which b? That is the question. This is some correction is there, so I will just modify this one. This is ax. Okay, just write properly. This is a times summation of x. Solving this, you will be get the value of capital A and capital C. Once you have a capital A, you can get the value of small a, because actually you have a small a and b parameter. Are you getting my point? You have a small parameter a and b. You're willing to obtain the value small a, small b, not capital A, capital A. So once you get capital A, capital B, you can get small a and small b. Is that fine to all or? So this equation you will be get from the normal, which is the regression equation. And I hope I have already uploaded your notes of regression and correlation in your GC. So you can download it and you can start preparing for that. Okay. Again, I'm repeating here. These models which we are doing, you will be exactly same thing you will be get in the time series. That is your next unit. So please thorough these concepts, because we are going to be use again these techniques in the time series. And in that case, I'm just going to tell refer this model. Okay, in bracket, and you have to refer that model. Okay, fine. Let us go to the third model. Third model is basically you can call as fitting of exponential curve. Fitting exponential curve. What is the exponential curve? So y is equal to a b raised to x. Understand this model. Constant raised to the variable. If it is constant raised to variable, that means it is the exponential. This is variable raised to constant. Variable raised to constant. Power curve. Constant raised to variable. Exponential curve. Okay. Make sure understand properly. So again, I can apply here linear regression model. Are you getting my point? Everybody has to understand this concept. Very, very important. Taking again log base to 10 both the sides. Okay, both the sides. What will get? Log of y is equal to log of a plus x time log of b. Again, I will assume this is y is equal to a plus x time capital B. Can you understand again? This is a what type of form? Again, it is the form of linear regression, SLR form. And hence, once you get the value of y is equal to a plus bx, you can apply method of least square and get the value of all constants. This is exactly the same thing we have to do it for the this problem also. Okay, I'll just copy and paste this part. But you need to be changed a little bit, so that I will modify it. How this can be do the modification. Okay, what is the modification? This will change. This x become a small x only, and rest is going to be the same. So this is nothing but your b time summation of x. Yes. Let me know whether you can understand this fitting of exponential curve or not. Go to chat box and write down if you are facing any problem in exponential curve. Because once you get a simple linear regression model, the procedure of getting the normal equations and getting estimates, everything is a similar form as you did in the regression. Okay. So can we go ahead next model? Yes. Go to chat box and write down. Go to chat box and write down. We can go to the next model. Yes. Good. Let's go ahead. Because you can understand how this is very simple. Once you understand one model, it's very simple to get all the models, right? Go to the next model, and the next model is fitting of logarithmic. Fitting logarithmic curve. Okay, what is a logarithmic curve? What will be the form? The logarithmic curve is of the form y is equal to a plus b time log of x. Okay, so what could be now this form? Can I write this is equal to y is equal to a plus b time capital X, where capital X is the log of X. So again, I will just simply copy and paste this statement. I hope you can understand how much these all forms are very, very simple. Means just looking the data itself, itself, you can understand how this model can be computed. This could be the y, this could be the x, capital X into x square into y, this could be capital X, capital X, this could be capital X. And again, solving this normal equation, you see what my means to say, solving these two equations simultaneously, you'll be get the value of a and b here. Okay, but you need to be change this capital A also, na? Because we have a capital and capital. Let me change this. This would be A, B, and A and okay. Similarly, you have to change in the previous case also. I think A and B. Okay, this is correct. This is log A. We have considered log. Okay. What about here? Capital A and B. Okay, capital N. So just look at the variable also, because if you just transforming that log A become capital A, then you need to be change that with small a by capital A, and you solve that equation simultaneously and get the value of A and B. Okay, but here if you just look at this log X transformed to X, and then we applied it our SLR method and we got this normal equation. Okay, so this is the technique which you need to be understand thoroughly. So any question, which you feel you can ask, because once you understand the one model, the remaining the four model, it's become simple for you. Okay, so we can now take the problem based on that. Okay, so I'll take few problems from the practical only, so that we can verify it using that. So you can understand there are several models. There are several models, but we have taken all standard one. Okay, and those models, I don't remember exactly whether it can be solvable by your calculator or not. I have to just check on that. Okay? Because I don't remember exactly whether I can be solved using that calculator. But actually, I have shown you all students like how to solve this equation using the regression, using the your calculator also. This is exactly the procedure same as we did for SLR. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. I will just find out some of the problems and then we can stop. So we'll see the examples. Number one, okay. And I think this Monday, coming Monday, Jess is not going to be take lectures. Okay, so Jess sir lectures I will be engaged. Okay, I will be engaging. So I hope, sir, having Monday, I think 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock, right? Yes. Anyone can tell me? Is that sir having lecture at 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock? Is that right or wrong? So I'm just checking this data that you can able to see this. Are you able to see this problem? Yes, everyone? Okay. This is your data for X and Y, and we need to fit this parabola. Okay, parabola either say, or you can say quadratic equation, or you can say that's all meaning is same. Okay, so y is equal to a plus bx plus c. So how we do this solution? Solution is very simple. You need to write down the normal equation. You need to be write down the normal equation. So what are the normal equation you have? The normal equations are, what is that equation? Summation y is equal to na plus b times summation x plus b times summation x square, multiply by x, assuming that n is not there. Summation xy is equal to a times summation of x plus b times summation x square plus c times summation x raised to 3. Again multiply in this equation only by x. तो क्या मिलेगा? X square y a times summation of x square plus b times summation of x raised to 3 plus c times summation x raised to 4. So now you can look at here. You can look at here. What are the terms we required? What are the terms we required? We need summation of x, which is a just simply addition of this. Am I right? You can just look at summation of x, addition of this. Summation of x square we require. You have to square each term and take their summation. X cube, x raised to 4. So you need to be create a column. You need to be create a column where we required all the terms. Okay. So let's me just create that entries. What are the entries are required here? Okay. So these are the entries which is required for you. And we have that column. So I'm just writing that column. This is the x. This is your x. Oh, sorry. X, y. Then find out. See, they are all interrelated. So if you have x, you can calculate xy also. So when you have these two data, you can calculate x square y. Now you can calculate x square. Okay, calculate x square, and then you multiply this with this, so you'll get x square y. And then calculate x raised to 3, and then calculate x raised to 4. Means whichever way you do, you want to do like x, so x square, x cube, x raised to 4, like that. And then you can just find x into y, x square into y. So with this equation, and then make sure that please cross check these equations are right or wrong. Okay, just cross check whether this equation is right and wrong, and then based on that you can find out the equation. And then once we have these data with you, once we have this data with you, you can simply find out these entries, everything, and then So just calculate these values and do these calculations. And then further you can take the total of that entries because you need to require a total of summation of x and y and everything. And then you can substitute these values like -3, -2, 1, 0 and so on here. Calculate this column, substitute in the equation and solve simultaneously. Get the value of A, B and C. Okay. This is the steps we have to do it for to get the value of that is the quadratic equation. Anyone calculated? Let me know the total of this. So at least I will write the total, and then rest tasks you can do it because it is simple. So I think summation of x is coming 0. Is that 0? This is 0, and this is all about total. Huh? It's all about total. Yes. Okay. So you can just finish this problem. Okay, and then we can continue with next class. So next, that is coming Monday, I will be going to engage JSL lectures like it's 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So I'm just going to complete the practical based on the curve fitting. Okay, so be ready with calculator and this problem because this is the very important problem which we can solve using the calculator also. So like if you just solve this problem manually, it will take more than around 10 to 15 minutes. But when you solve this problem using calculator, it will be take max to max 1 or 2 minutes using the calculator. Okay. So yeah, Shraddha has calculated almost all. So yes, good, excellent, excellent. So you can keep noting this and you can create this, be ready with this table. Next class when we meet and then we can finish this problem. Okay. Who's next lecture?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Palak, this is
Yeah,
Palak.
yeah. So I will end the session. Okay, students, bye. Have a good day. Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.